Test. Ooh, turn me down a little. Hit some loud music, Ramses, if we're starting. We good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Halftime Hacks. Clap it up for yourselves. Live on YouTube. Am I too loud, Ramses? Check Sarah, check her mic.
Check.
Maybe turn us down just a little bit. I'll tell you to turn it up if need be in the other one. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Adam. I'm your host of Halftime Hacks, a live YouTube podcast here in Escondido, California at the Grand Comedy Club. We have hundreds of people here once again, hundreds of comedians looking to get on stage. It'll be all right, stop heckling. The manager's heckling. That's not polite. There's hundreds of people battling for the spots to get on the stage to do spots.
I think someone's fighting in the background.
Yeah, they're fighting to get up here. We're waiting for one of the other guests, so we'll wait to introduce our guest. Quick thing about the podcast, which I wish Joe was here to tell, because I didn't even tell my friends and regular comedians here what the podcast is about. Halftime Hacks is sort of an open mic. Comedians do 3 minutes live here on stage. We give advice, critiques, talk to them a little bit about their comedy careers, their goals, etc. We talk a little sports. The reason we started now is the NFL game is on. We have the Rams at Seahawks because Sarah is a sports expert, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
And then there he is coming in, Joe. Joe, get up here. Got lost in the mall. Grand Comedy Club is in the mall. I haven't introduced anyone yet, Joe, so you haven't missed anything. What's up, buddy? How are you? That's why we don't smoke weed in the parking lot of the mall because you get lost in the mall. Anyway, here you go. Grab that wire one right there. Make sure that thing works. Check it out. So I was just talking about, we do sort of like a Kill Tony, 3 minutes, and some evaluation, give some advice. I did bring the books. I told you guys I got some used books of that stand-up book that I really liked when I first started. So we'll figure out if we're going to do like library book situation. We talk a little sports, which I didn't even tell you, Joe. We talk a little sports sometimes. Right. Sometimes people aren't into sports, so we don't talk. That's the least part. And then we talk about comedy. We'll talk about your guys' careers, where you started, how you started, best gigs, worst gigs, just kind of random things. So it's 3 things I really like: comedy, sports, and being mean to open micers. No, I'm not very mean. Taryn Heffley was mean the one time. It's like, the 7, it was pretty good. It was funny, and we laughed. And then that guy has not been back since, the guy who. But we kind of like that because we don't know about that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Sort of. Co-producer Ramses, clap it up for Ramses Garcia. He's worked for me 6 years. He's worked for me at the old comedy club and the new comedy club here and co-produced the podcast. Do you want a beer or wine, anything right now? Water, anything, soda?
I'll start with an ice water right now
Ice
and then
water. All right.
get something in a bit.
We'll get you a water at some point. Thank you, sir. We got the names going into the bucket here. All right, so we'll start by introducing our guest comedians. Please get loud for Sarah Hirschberger and Joe Smith, everybody. They're regulars. Hey. Regulars here at Grand Comedy Club. Joe's done the club, the old club, and you haven't done the new club yet, though, since we moved here, right?
Not at all.
Do I have you on the books yet, or no?
I don't know how to get booked here.
Okay, well, as everyone knows, I have another job, so like Monday, I think I really got to buckle in and lock in some dates. So I have your thing and the thing I need to lock everyone's dates in. Sarah, you've done the new club, right?
No, not yet. Oh,
No.
Just like a best of.
Oh, you did the best of? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember who, again, brain scrambled. Thank you, Ramses.
Thank you very much.
So we got to get you guys here. It's kind of a slow time right now. We have Patrick Deere this weekend, $10 tickets. I'm running a code. If any of you guys want it, I'll give you the code if you guys want to come for free. But holidays are brutal, so we kind of power through that. We were really busy. A couple weeks ago, we've had Amir K. We had some big names in a row. We had some busy weekends, and then holidays usually put it. Do you guys ever see the show Letterkenny?
Yeah.
Canadian show. You're Canadian, right?
No.
You're not Canadian?
That's Ian.
I know. I thought that's how you knew Ian.
No, I knew Ian from comedy.
Okay.
From Canada.
Okay, Ian Bag. All right. I thought for some reason you're Canadian. Everyone Ian introduced me to, that's Canadian. I assume that. So, anyway.
American, bro.
Let's get into that. All right, that's perfect time. Joe, how long have you been doing comedy? Where are you from? When did you start? Give us a quick lowdown.
From Southern California, but I lived in Atlanta for 15 years. I started doing stand-up there in 2016. Moved back to Southern California in 2023, and it's the best. I mean, comedy is the best. Stand-up is the best. Are these all comics here?
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
Most of the hundreds that are here are in here, about to be drawn.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a quick story. I moved from Atlanta, which is a huge entertainment city, culture-defining place, to Southern California, and I'm trying to figure out the different energies, but having a good time doing it. And by the way, the old club was the best comedy experience I've had outside of Atlanta. This is a man who cares about stand-up, and I'm not trying to get booked, but he really cares.
Yeah. Brown nose over here, trying to get booked. All right, you're booked. The old club was great. It was smaller. It was a small, low ceiling, awesome little room. I liked it. I mean, I hated it too. Grand Avenue's just dead. I grew up here, and my mom has a business on Grand Avenue too. The Escondido Antique Mall has been there for 40 years. So I used to work there in high school and college and whatnot. So I love it, but this place is better. Parking, you pull in, freeway, bigger room, 180 seats. Could be more seats, actually, if we really wanted to have some people with some fucked up views. But
a lot of comedy club owners talk about doing what's best for comedy. And again, I'm just because I've done a lot of shitty clubs, it's clear that you want to do what's best for comedy, and it's clear that you cultivated an audience up there. So they would just kind of show up on your recommendation, like if they're on the show, you're going to like them. And they were some of the hottest crowds. Did you have a good time up there?
I had a great time, and it was a double headliner with Louis Centani and Stoner Rob. It was so much fun, and Stoner Rob is so nice if you don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's out of Vegas, Stoner Rob. Vicky Barbalak introduced me to Stoner Rob a few years ago. So
what a gem.
He features sometimes. He'll drive all the way from Vegas, and then he'll co-headline or do some stuff like that. He's a great guy, very funny.
Yeah.
He's good friends with Tommy Chong. You young people don't even know who Cheech and Chong are, but Joe and
he tells all the stories. He's a story guy. He has like all the tales.
He's kind of like Chong. He actually sounds a lot like Tommy Chong when you hear him. He's just got that
disagree.
same intonation, very funny. I grew up listening to like cassette tapes of Cheech and Chong like when we were 10, 11 years old.
Up in Smoke.
Yeah.
I have a comic friend who actually works for Cheech and Chong in L.A.
Oh, really?
Just a lot of writing jokes.
The bong factory that he had or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Nice. All right. So, are you on the road a lot? What are you doing? You still have a regular gig too?
I do still have a regular gig, but I'm on the road a quarter of the time. So I'm at this stage where it's like I rely on people who have passed me and gone further to take me on the road with them, which works well because I like my wife and I don't like to be away from her and my kid all the time. So I found a nice little balance.
Is it mutual? Does she like you too, or is she happy when you go on the road? Ian's always saying like my wife loves it when I'm leaving on Thursday.
Right, and he comes home with a big bag of treasure.
Yeah. Ian comes home with a big bag too.
He sure does.
It's not like you and I. Now, are you opening for anybody in particular, anybody specific?
I just was a week and a half ago down at a different club, which is very well run also. I'm not going to say its name.
You can. We're game on with everybody here. We're friends.
The American Comedy
All right,
Company.
not that one. You can't mention that one.
Do it.
No, I'm just kidding. I actually get along with that guy. I have got along with him. Very few people do get along with him. I always have. He actually wanted to work with me a little bit back in the day, and I said, I don't know about that, but
this is being streamed and recorded and going to be accessed.
Yeah, no, we've told stories. We've talked some shit. We did. There's a headliner coming up in a few weeks that we actually talked shit about a couple podcasts ago, and we just made whatever. So I don't know. It's not going to see it. There's like 12 people.
Anyway, I didn't have any interaction with the owners, which is sometimes better, but every person from the first door person to the club manager, they were all about the same thing, doing what's best for comedy.
Yeah.
I featured for Nick Murphy, who's a guy from Atlanta who now lives in Austin and is a regular on Comedy Mothership and is making big moves.
Nice. I don't know who he is. I'll have to look him up. No, we get along because we're up here, and that's a good tip actually for comedians. Like you have beef. You mentioned people passing you up, and now you're open for them. You know, like you might have some beef with somebody or have some stupid, shit with some other comedian and get in an argument with them. Well, you don't want to burn any bridges because you want to if they have a show in Oceanside at a bar, you're going to get booked at the show. You kind of want to be cool with everybody. There's always some crazy people in every comedy scene, and you got to deal with some crazy people. But if you just sort of bite your tongue and whatever, because you want to, do as many shows as you can. I still have relationships from 15 years ago when I started. I book plenty of people here all the time that I started with and that taught me some things about stuff when I first started. So not burning bridges is great just for even long term when you're opening and you're doing shows in Atlanta or at American Comedy.
It's an interesting thing too because comics by definition are kind of really insecure and creepy and nobody wants to be around them. So
why'd you say that?
Well,
about me.
Look at where we are. What I mean is you get around other people who are like that, and there's a tendency to fall into that sort of incel mentality, but just be nice goes a long way. Not as far as being funny, but being nice works.
Yeah, it's true. No one wants to be with an asshole on a show. Like,
Or in a car, or sitting in between shows in a green room, and all that stuff that you don't see.
Yeah, for sure. All right, to Sarah now. Sarah, how long have you been doing comedy? What got you started in it? Were you a class clown? Did you have a fear of speaking? What's your deal?
I started 7 years ago. I had been encouraged by my friends that I should do stand-up, and that was like telling me I should be an astronaut. I didn't know how the hell you could do that. And I went through a year of like, I had finished, this sounds pretentious, I finished my master's degree, and I kicked and screamed through the program. Thank you.
Just saying I completed my master's degree feels pretentious to you?
No, I just sound like, I don't know.
If you said it like this, I finished my master's degree.
I have so many
That's how
options.
I don't mean it. But I didn't like my program, but I had to get through it. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm just going to take classes I like. And that led me to a stand-up class at the Comedy Palace. And I thought 6 weeks, and I'm done.
Who, was it Jesse or Bijan, or who was teaching it?
It was Zach Miller.
Oh, Zach, okay.
But he went on tour so it's 6 weeks. He was on tour for 3, and I called Jesse, Bijan, and Gordon Downs my 3 wise men of comedy, because they came, and if it wasn't for them, like, I feel like they just kept me in. And
that's funny. Yeah, Zach's awesome. Zach used to produce shows at the Comedy Palace, before it was turned into Mic Drop. I know Zach really well. He hasn't done this club. He did the old club. Cool. And
good people.
And now you have a regular. You work at San Diego State, you said.
I do.
Okay.
I work at San Diego State. Yeah.
I was at the basketball game last night. I go to every
Our basketball
football
team
game.
is.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, it was super fun. Dutcher comes here, head coach. Brian Dutcher comes here all the time. I have his bobblehead. What's funny is last time he was here, he signed the basketball. I don't think I put it up yet. I have a basketball I need to put up. But he didn't even see the bobblehead of himself at the front of that thing. But he's a regular here. He lives right in Rancho Bernardo, so it's pretty cool when he comes in. Look at this guy on his phone. We're doing a podcast, sir. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to beat me up. He's big with tattoos. Joe, you're going to help me out. All right, we're going to move along. All right, so we'll start. We'll do a couple, we'll do an update in the game here in a minute. First person to come to the stage is going to be Dorothy Rose England here in about 2 minutes. Oh, my God, she's excited. And then on deck is going to be Rory. Is Rory here? You're going to be on deck after Dorothy, so I'm just announcing it right now. So just to give you guys another, hang on, yeah, we're good. Hang on, chill out. We're doing a couple minutes. So again, we're live on YouTube. The camera's over there. You do 3 minutes. There's a timer right there. So don't run the clock, or Ramses will play you off the music and cuss you out and call you names and stuff. And then we'll have you stand back here with the mic. We'll talk to you a little bit about when you started, stuff like that. Maybe give you, if you guys have any tags, I keep saying Kill Tony. It's kind of like Kill Tony, but we're like, not as mean. I think they're just fucking mean.
We're just not white supremacists.
Yeah. We're not like, you're autistic every time or whatever they say. So, I mean, if you have something that's, again, Taryn's still my hero because he was really mean and funny, this guy, but it was also deserved. But yeah, any pointers, tags. I love to help people with tags or just advice in general. And again, I brought this book. I talked about this book a couple times. I bought these used off of they're for like $10. So we'll figure out like some sort of a library situation. This was a book I used when I started, which was really good, basic stuff. Like it starts off with the dumbest thing you'd ever think about. Move the microphone, the stand out of your way. Thank the host. Like when you first start, you just do these dumb things.
Matters.
That no one taught you, and they're just dumb like, hey, give it up for your host, even if you don't know the host names. A good person would like learn the host name. Give it up for, Bill or whatever. So
and pronounce it correctly and
Yes.
treat them with respect. You want to bring them up in a way they're going to do their thing.
Funny story, Frank Castillo won the roast battle years ago. He started with us. Pachanga is kind of where I started between the Palace, and the manager at Pachanga Comedy Club really liked me. So he's giving me a lot of gigs I probably shouldn't have been getting back then. And Frank was just starting out around the same time. And Frank would get so high, he still is a big stoner. He run the roast battle 6 years ago or something in LA on Comedy Central. That he would host shows there and fuck up all our names. Yep. Like not even close. Not like Adam Aaron. It was like, I said, dude, just write it on your hand. No one cares. Put it on a piece of paper. Just get it right. The credits, and he would just go, yeah, you're right, man. I should do that. And the very next show, the Late Show, give it up for Dave Fox. Sorry, man. Everyone just go in the clapter. It just starts off the set all weird. No one's clapping. So anyway, There's a lot of stuff like that in here that don't
That
get
stuff matters also. You're trying to build and be part of a community. If you treat someone like a slapdick, they're going to treat you the same way. I had personal experience as a white man doing stand-up in Atlanta. I had to make sure that I treated everyone with respect and pronounce names the correct way, not sound like some asshole just entitled. And
That must have been tough. A lot of one-name comedians. A lot of comedians with the one names.
A lot of one names, a lot of complicated names, and I'm not just talking about black names. I mean, like, it's a big city, so Indian names and also Bangladeshi names, all sorts of things.
But it is
you get
Atlanta,
it right.
so it is.
And people say, "Oh man, don't worry about it," and you do it right. They're like, "Fuck yeah, I appreciate that."
What? Who was it? I'm not even gonna get into it. I was thinking about all the different one-name black comedians that I've started with that have
Okay. This will definitely be a good podcast.
No, I know. I was just thinking of them all right now. There's a bunch of them running through my head right now, which I could never pull that off. Some fucking one-name thing like that. I'm not cool enough. All right, first person come to the stage. We got 3 minutes. Give it up for Dorothy Rose England. Don't fall down. Don't fall down.
All right. Well, thank you, Adam. I literally just learned your name. So thank you so much. I am driving up from New Hampshire, and I have been traveling with my cat, Oliver. And so when people ask, like guys are like, hey, I have a couch I can pull out. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you mean something else that you want to pull out, but So for example, when you pulled out this mic, my womanly duties immediately were like, okay, I got to do something to it. But anyways, do you guys remember the first time you stuck a finger up your butthole? Get your mind out of the butter. I do. I was 16 years old, and I was still a virgin. I was neurodivergent. And I was like, okay, well, if I ever have sex, I got to make sure it's all clean. And so anyway, so I've got my finger up there, and I felt a lump. And I'm like, oh my God, it's cancer. I have cancer of the butt. And so I go and I tell my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I have ass cancer. And I'm freaking out. My mom is a very devout Christian, and she's like, okay, we're going to pray about this. Please, Lord Jesus, please grant that Dorothy doesn't have butt cancer. Please, Dorothy doesn't have butt cancer. My mom is like, prayer by chaos, not really faith by anything, just, religion by fear. Well, then I started getting this little feeling in my tummy, and I was like, I think something's happening. So I went to the bathroom, and I pooped out my cancer, It's the first time I felt my own turd, but it was fun. And, speaking of things that go up your butt, I think thongs are overrated. I will never look sexy wearing a thong because I'll constantly just be like, there's something in there that I didn't want all of the time, maybe just some of the time, And I worry, I'm like, okay, so, my mom likes to say that farts have shapes. And, to get a really good shape out, you can't have something obstructing that shape. So, I don't know. Thongs are overrated. Usually I just use it in my hair, and so if someone asks, can I see your underwear? I'm like, yeah, you're looking at it. It's pretty hairy, huh? Anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm coming up from New Hampshire. The only reliable male in my life is my cat, Oliver. So again, if you want me to spend the night, if you have a litter box, well, maybe I'll show you my pussy too. My name's Dorothy Rose England. Thank you all so much.
One more time for Dorothy. All right, let's bring this to you so we can see.
Okey-doke.
All right, Dorothy, how long have you been doing comedy?
On and off for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And here in San Diego, or where'd you start?
Didn't you hear? I said I'm from New Hampshire.
No, I know you're from
That's
there.
what I was thinking.
I didn't know you started comedy there, though, necessarily. Jesus,
no.
Dorothy, you're just getting off on the wrong foot over here.
Yes, I started in New Hampshire.
Nice.
I'm recently divorced. I'm a DILF, traveling
Nice.
across the country. So,
A DILF.
yeah, you'd like to.
What? How's the comedy scene in New Hampshire? Is it great?
It's fun. We're really close to New York. We're really close to Boston. So I think there's a lot of aspirations that are just assholes. But
Yeah.
it's fun.
Is that not true? They're not massholes or whatever they call them?
Oh no, massholes are definitely. They don't use your blinker. You're called a blinker stinker if you do.
Nice. Got a lot of rhymes going on here. Guys, what do you think? Sarah, you want to go first? Anything good, bad, other?
I'm curious, when you finger blasted yourself, did you use protection?
I should have, but I did use a little bit of soap, so it was a little bit more slippery, easier to go in. So,
Okay.
Wow.
I think there could be something there about you, whether using a glove, like using a glove as protection, or...
Yeah.
Or you raw dogged it. You you went up with straight dial.
Joe, what is going on up here? It's
I totally missed it because I thought she went in the back door, but Sarah sussed that it was the front door. I didn't pick up on that.
No, I know you went through your butthole.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
know,
using
I'm
a
Christian.
glove.
So you can get
Listen,
through
guys,
to
did
the
I mention
front?
this is a clean podcast? Did I mention
Wait.
that
No.
there's kids watching? No,
I
I'm
just
kidding.
said
I'm
finger
just kidding. It's
blasting
fucking
because I thought you
total
could.
bullshit.
You could. I thought finger blasting was like interchangeable with butthole. Thank you.
You know what? Then
I'm
that just
fact
means
checking. I keep every time I'm around you, I fact check with you.
my
She's like,
fault.
yeah,
that
you
just
can
means
blast.
I'm not finger blasting enough. So that's on me.
Yeah.
I thought you had some funny lines in there, and yeah, stick with it. I think the only thing I would mention is when you're going to tell a story, even if it's not really about that thing, just put like a topic sentence on it, like a premise, so we don't jump in like what's happening in New Hampshire. You have to put things together. But yeah, you had some funny lines.
Yeah, good confidence. That was pretty good. Didn't really have any tags. I don't really have any tags or anything for now. But anyway, give it up one more time for Dorothy Rose England. Ramses Music, you son of a gun. All right. Next up is going to be Rory. And then after Rory, we're going to have Aaron Trahan.
Yeah.
And then after
Mine.
Aaron Trahan, we're going to have...
I got a text.
Is it Randy? Randy Puga? Okay, you're going to be third up. So just giving an announcement. Again, we're not sponsored by Happy Dad Seltzers yet, guys. Guys, do you like the seltzers? Are you guys like the bitch juice like I do? I'm a big White Claw seltzer
I like
guy.
the fact that you drink. I'm a big burly guy like that.
Yeah.
Drinks Truly and
Bro.
that stuff. I remember that from the old club.
The seltzers are the best. And the Happy Dad, they're not sponsors yet, but they gave us a neon light. They gave me like this jersey I got to put up. We're trying to get them to sponsor. They're They're lower sugar, which is good. They have
like that.
They have Happy Mom, which is raspberry, which is really good.
I
Makes your
think I saw that. There's a happy mom in there.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I got some Happy Mom. You want one? You guys want a
No, I'm
seltzer?
good. Thank you, though.
Okay. But anyway, it's my favorite seltzer. They got they're delicious. So we're gonna keep
I
drinking
like
these.
the vibe of having the pack right next to you.
Yeah, it's easy access.
It feels
and
like
by the way,
we're
to
on, like, a
explain, you guys
barbecue.
haven't made fun of me for my outfit yet. I have a softball game. We have
Oh, I
playoffs.
didn't even
I figured as
notice.
much.
So last week we had a doubleheader. So I actually had to leave early. Ramses took over for half of it last week. And then if we win at 7:30.
Oh, he still works here? What's up, dude?
Ramses.
Good to see you.
He runs the thing. If you were here on time, you would have known that Ramses is running things.
I was looking at a bunch of unhappy moms out in the mall.
Yeah. So I have softball tonight, so that's why I'm wearing the stupid slides. And this isn't even our jersey. I couldn't even find my jersey. So that's why I look like this. Look at that pizza, Solomon. Did you make that yourself? Delicious pizza here. Happy hour. 3 to 6 happy hour every week. Karaoke last night. We were busy. Karaoke had what, like 70, 60 people here last night? It was good. We need to do that every night so we can stay in business. You know what I'm saying, Joe? You know what I mean,
Yeah,
Sarah?
absolutely. Let's
We gotta
go.
keep that money coming in. All right. I just realized it's Rory. I know this fucking guy, and I didn't even recognize him until I just looked at him right now. Please get loud for my friend Rory. Rory. Ramses, play the fucking music.
Do you mind if I sit down?
Huh?
Not you guys. Hey, do you mind if I sit down? It's okay? Okay, let me just go get the stool.
Wait, what? No,
I need the stool?
nah, bro, it's a fucking open mic, dude.
All right,
Just
all right,
do
all
your
right,
thing.
all right.
Jeez, I know
I
Rory.
know, it's
I can
open.
I
No,
can
he
give
doesn't
Rory
know.
shit right now. I can give Rory shit right now. All right.
All right, great.
Yeah.
I was thinking it, just to let
All
you
right,
know.
all
I
right,
was
all
thinking
right, all right. It's an open mic. All right.
That's
no, he's
Rory.
fine.
I've known him for a long time.
Okay. All right, so let me start all over because I really wanted to sit down.
Give it up for Rory, everybody. Start the
Hey,
clock
clap
over.
it up.
All right.
Okay, normally I would be sitting down telling you this, all right? But here we go. Have you ever stopped to think, what song did those white people come up with to sell the Indians so they can get Manhattan? Like, what kind of song it had to have been? Like, because think about it. Like, white people are known for not having rhythm, soul, blues, and anything like that. So what song did they play to convince the Indians to give up Manhattan? And what beats was there? Until we find out, I'm not going to ever believe that story again. You know what I mean? Because it just sounds crazy.
Oh, I thought it was YMCA.
So you think the Indians gave up Manhattan for YMCA?
Yeah.
Are you
To the gay guys.
That doesn't sound right, but I have to fact check you. I'll find that out. Well, you know what? That might answer my question. Well, mystery solved. Okay, good. All right. Another thing I like to do is, count my blessings. Look around and stuff like that. But have you ever walked down the street and seen somebody with like some sort of botched plastic surgery or something like that and thought to yourself, damn, who did that to you? Yo, what God would let that happen to you? Was it the God with the big ears and the trunk? Or was it a skinny God? Or was it a fat God? Or was it the God that looks like Loki? Like, which God let you get that plastic surgery and destroy yourself? Let me know so I can smite him. You know, and that's how I look at things. But that's just me being a good guy. I could mind my business, but I also hurt when I see people with bad plastic surgery. All right? Now, I was thinking about Adam's question is like, when did you start comedy? I never did. I'm just making observations. You know what I mean? Like when I was younger, I recall hating bullies. I had a reason to hate bullies because they always took my stuff. And I remember bullies used to always try to convince me, hey, you know, the thing is, if you snitch, then you're a rat. If you're a tattletale, you be a bitch, you be this and that. So I remember sitting there one summer, and I was watching this bully basically become the next Travis Pastrana. Yo, he was jumping like hills and all that stuff on my bike. You know what I mean? And I couldn't get my bike back because he had it. So I was having a bad summer. So what I decided to do was do what anybody my size would do is I called the cops. And although I might eventually get those stitches that he was telling me about, the cool part about it is, as he was getting handcuffed and I got my bike back so I can enjoy my summer, I actually did this to him. As he was going by, I was like this. just so that he can have that look on his face while he's in juvie, thinking about, man, I can't wait to get out and hit Rory again. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. Okay, hey, that's my time. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Rory, everybody. Here, come on back here, Rory. We'll talk to you a little bit. Here, stand back here so we can see. This stage is so fucking small. The owner of this place needs to build a bigger stage. Good job, Rory. Good job. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Our buddy Andy told me that you did the open mic a couple weeks ago. You were here? Was that your first? All right. How long have you been doing comedy? I think that was your first time a couple weeks ago, though, right?
Yeah, like less than 4 months.
Less than 4 months. Okay.
Yeah, I had a stroke, and then this is my new career path.
That's what Andy told me too. I haven't seen you in. I think he saw you at a football game, maybe in San Marcos a few months ago. But yeah. Andy told me that and said he came here with you. Whatever. Crazy. How you feeling since the stroke? You feeling better?
I'm feeling good now. Yeah. I went to go see a neurologist. My life is good now. Now I'm back on track. But I have to thank these two people here. They was one of the first comics I met. My brother right here. So these guys have been really, really supportive. So that's why I keep coming back. But when I had one of my first issues, I had dropped a coin. And she didn't even know me, and she helped me look for that coin. And then for everybody else here, like when you have like a stroke or something like that, it's the small little things that mean a lot. And when she did that, she made a lifelong friend.
Nice. Well, look at we're bringing people together here at the Ola. Very touching, Rory. We should have you do a TED Talk rather than...
Strokes have a way of doing that. They kind of bring people together.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen you physically. Are you fine physically? Do you have any after effects?
I mean, well, you know me. Well, we play ball together.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to dunk a basketball again.
Or shoot, or dribble.
Or hit a three.
JB Escondido, JB Smooth. Escondido's JB Smooth over here. I give him so much shit. Black guy that can't play basketball.
Don't say that shit, man. That's racist. I'm a colored person that can't play basketball. I'm fucking with you. No, I know what I'm saying, though.
So funny. All right, guys, pretty good. Literally, he's only been on stage a few times. Any pointers, tips, anything that you have?
I really like the botched surgery. I always think if I see someone, I'm like, how much money do you have to like keep going at this when it's obvious? Yeah. But I really liked that. And also, I just really like your backstory. I didn't know that. I don't think we've met before.
No, I've never met you before. But if I leave today, I won't remember you. So
That's
okay.
fine.
No love
It's
lost.
probably better
But,
for you.
but if he drops a coin and you pick it up, he'll remember your ass
if you help
forever.
me with that,
Forever.
I'll remember you. I know. Like seriously, I've been doing this, and I don't really know their names unless I keep asking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how it happens. Like, I got brain damage, so it's kind of like dementia and stuff like that. So I'll have a hard time, like, remembering names and things like that. But I won't forget how a person made me feel. And that's why I made that connection. You understand?
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a quote.
It is Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah, she said
But
that.
that's a true quote. But that's how it worked for me.
Stealing from Dr. Maya Angelou.
I-
Good shit, dude. I'm glad you're alive, first and
Yeah.
foremost.
Oh yes, thank you.
I'm glad that you are doing it, and all I can say, be 4 months in, is just keep doing it. Just go
Yeah.
up every night, find your voice, talk about what you care about, what's important to you, and say the funniest thing.
Okay,
Say the
I'll try
funniest
to
thing.
remember that.
I will say what Andy told me, your first time you did the open mic, you were just freewheeling. You didn't have a set list per se. You were just going to talk.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
Andy
did
called,
now.
Yeah, Andy called me and said, I told him he should have a set list and kind of plan it out a little more. And it sounds like you did that. I mean, it seems like you kind of had some jokes and had a little bit different structure. I think it was great. I mean, your confidence you've always been very confident. You're a funny guy just naturally. The years I've known you, at least 10 years at least.
Yeah, 10 years.
So you're always confident and you're natural on stage, I think, for someone who's only been on stage a few times. But yeah, I think Andy's advice when he said you came up a couple weeks ago and just kind of were off the cuff talking to people, having some structure, you can weave in some of the skill set you have as far as talking to people and crowd work. But at the beginning especially, yeah, write your set, fine tune that thing we've talked about here a few times, get your best 3 minutes tight, funny, then make it 5 minutes, and then boom, you're doing shows. You're doing a bar show in Vista. You're doing a brewery in Oceanside. Doing that same 5 minutes where it's just tight, good. 5 turns into 7. Add a new joke here. Pretty soon you're at 10. Now you're getting booked here. You do a guest set here. You're doing the Comedy Store, friends, whatever. So build from there. But I always think getting that tight 3, tight 5. You guys agree with that? It's kind of.
Especially when you're starting out, you just want to have as many laughs as you can early on because it builds your confidence. It tells the crowd you're that guy, and you're just funny. So I wouldn't try, when we start, there's a tendency to write too long, and it's like, where is the fucking punchline? So just funny, and then keep finding your voice, dude.
Okay.
That's my
All
thought.
right, well done. Rory, give it up for Rory one more time,
Hey.
everybody. Here we go. One thing we do, we put the mic back, throw it there, get ready for the next person. Good job, Rory. I took some video of you from the side. I'm going to send it to Andy right now. He's going to be like, what the shit? He's going to feel bad he wasn't invited. Thinks he's your coach, your comedy coach. Actually, I tried to get Andy to do the podcast. He knows so much about football and whatever. I tried to get him to do the podcast last week when a comedian fell out, but he's like, I'm booked. He's playing pickleball or something stupid. He thinks he's a pro pickleball player. It's not even a sport, dude. It's not even a sport. All right, guys. Did you see the score of the game? Let's get a quick thing. Aaron's going to come up next. On deck will be Randy. And then third in the hole is Will Hart, baby. Will Hart, my favorite wrestling name. Quick sports, since sometimes we talk sports, sometimes we don't. Joe, who are your teams? Are you a big sports guy? Who are your teams and why?
My teams are the San Diego teams, so I still like the Chargers. Even though they left. And I love the city, told them to fuck off and go build their own stadium. I think that's great. Padres and then Lakers.
Lakers, not the Clippers?
Not the Clippers.
See, I grew up here, and I watched Bill Walton as a kid.
I remember
Clippers.
those teams a little bit, but
they were gone.
Magic, and that was my...
Yeah, they were so huge when we were young.
Exactly.
Yeah. And are you, active? Are you, fucking, some people are into the shit, fantasy football, all into it, or are you just kind of casual?
I love to bet on it, and I love to be a book. So if anybody wants to make a bet on the second half line, I'm happy to take your action.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
randomly go to bars and take people's action?
No, I have some friends that'll get down little bets with me. Not like I have a lot of money right now, but that's the way I stay interested in, is having some action on it.
So do you know the point spread from tonight's game by chance and the
Yeah,
over-under?
it's the Packers. The Rams are 1.5 point underdogs, and the
Over-under is?
42 and a half.
That's right. Now, Sarah, do you know what any of that means?
No.
Well, we're not going to explain it to you because we have another 6 people that come up on stage. So we're going to not explain it to you right now. But if you wanted to gamble and you liked, say, the Rams to win the game, or I'm sorry, the Seahawks minus 1.5. What's Seahawks minus 1.5, right? They're at home.
Seahawks are favored.
Yeah. Both teams are 11-3. They're both good teams.
Go the distance.
Puka. Did you see Puka did some fucking dance, some racist dance this week, and he got all the social media backlash?
Yeah, and maybe more interestingly, his brother got arrested for stealing a Lakers car.
I saw that from the valet, I think. They valeted.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, we did that once in college, downtown in the gas lamp.
Yeah.
Our buddies, we all valeted cars. All my college buddies valeted cars.
Well, we got to talk about it. It's one of the sketchiest businesses in the world.
Oh, it was great we made so much money in college. It was awesome. And one night we were out Saturday night downtown drunk on a party bus, and our other buddy was valeting at Theo's, the fancy restaurant. We walked up all hammered, and some guy he just fucking bailed his car, said, park it. He said, sir, we're full. So he just said, fucking park it, and went into the club or whatever.
Yeah.
And my buddy's valeting, like, fuck this guy, we're gonna tow it. I'm like, want us to move it? They're like, take it. So we jump in this car. I didn't. I was in the passenger seat. Started smoking the guy's cigarettes. My buddy drove, and then I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, I don't know. We're just 22-year-old drunk. We left it 6 blocks away, keys in it, doors open. The guy came out, where's my vehicle? They're like, you left a car here downtown San Diego with with anything? And the guy's like, what? I don't know what happened to his car. I was young and dumb, guys. I was young and dumb at the time.
I did a little valet parking in college, and they trained you for like one shift. The guy jumps in the car with me and drive it around the corner, and this was in Philadelphia. The second we get around the corner, he throws it into park, opens the glove box, opens all the consoles, finds money, finds weed, takes it all to himself, then wheels around, and he's like, do
Takes
that
it
for
all?
every car.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So we did do, it's called like the quarter thing. So when we were at Nordstrom sale at UTC, where I play ice hockey now, cars always have change. My car has change. But if you grab, not a lot, but you grab like, you're in college, you have no money. You grab 2 to 3 quarters out of every car you park. The Nordstrom sale, you would park like 100 cars. Literally,
you
your
it's a
pockets,
sketchy business.
your pockets would fucking fill up to, you had to like go to your car real quick and ditch all the quarters because you get, 2, 3 quarters.
Of course.
You make an extra fucking $100 just in taking a couple quarters out of every car. We were so stupid. We used to do a lot of dumb things. Hopefully my kids.
Have no stock in this. The only thing I'm thinking of is Ferris Bueller, where the valets like drive the car around and then put mileage on it. Enough to freak Cameron out.
Yeah, the guy just takes off,
For
jumps
those of
that
you who
thing.
haven't seen
Great
Ferris
movie.
Bueller.
Great movie. All right, Sarah, we'll get to your sports thing after this, although I think you're not
I
into
know
sports.
they're very excited to hear
Yeah, let's
my
do it really quick. Are you into
expertise.
sports?
No.
Okay, that's it. We covered the sports.
I like
for
San
Sarah.
Diego State, and it makes me happy when those teams are doing well. But
Yep.
other than that,
I know.
if I know someone that really likes the team, I'll have like what is it
Like a
contag-
connection.
Like if it's contagious,
Yeah, like a connection
I'm like,
via-
oh, okay,
yeah.
you like it enough to where I'll like it too.
Yeah.
My wife's daughter and I go to the San Diego State women's basketball games on Saturday. It's phenomenal. You can sit courtside for like $4 and interact with the players.
I just bought tickets. My son's high school guidance counselor, I said, hey, if you ever want, she's been so helpful because he's a senior. And I said, and she goes, I really like the Aztec women's games. I'm like, shit, I can get courtside. Like, I know people, I can get courtside. It was $21. They're like on the floor next week.
It's
I got her
incredible.
4 tickets on the floor. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
Parking's
great.
free. That's how it should be.
yeah, they should give you hot dogs. To watch that, though, you got to give you hot dogs, nachos,
Yeah.
ride to the game, because I'm not going to watch that. I don't care how much. I'm sorry.
They actually won last year. They won their conference tournament with like a triple overtime game. It was
San Diego
thrilling.
State did?
Yeah.
I probably knew that then. I probably got that email or something. I go to all the football games. I'm a huge supporter. My 2 best buddies from college run the NIL, the money stuff for the basketball team. They run all the money stuff. So, like, some of the players they were able to keep this year, they're like, yeah, we took care of it. I'm like, how much you give them? They're like, don't worry about it, because these guys are going to bounce for more money.
Yeah, sure.
So, all right, coming to the stage, on deck is Randy, and then Will Hart is down, and then Jen Lee, and then RJ. But coming to the stage right now, we'll power through some of these, is Aaron Trahan, everybody. Aaron Trahan.
Oh, do you smell that? It smells like Pecco catered this year.
All right, cool. So I'm here to talk about what we're really here to talk about. I'm here to worship the sun. Yeah. Have it hit each and every one. Yeah. Have your skin start making vitamin D. Yeah. Get that D. Yeah. All over your body. It's magical. The sun shines down. It gives you energy. Your skin turns that into vitamin D. Yeah. Who likes the D? Yeah. Get it all over your body. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you like vitamin D or vitamin P. Get them where? All over your body. Yeah. All right, here we go. See if I can get you to get on this board. We're going to say a little saying. We're going to be like, raise that D. Praise that P. And get them all over your body. Yeah. Once again, raise that D. Praise that P. And get their juices all over your body. Once again, raise that D. Praise that P. And let me see you sweat all over your body. Yeah. Okay, once more time. Raise that D. Praise that P. And let me see you moan all over your body. Yeah. Some of you are thinking that's not possible. And you just got to try harder. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm like just talking about my fantasy or am I starting a cult. Just depends on how well this goes. Yeah. So they didn't start the timer right away, which is fine, but
Not really.
I mean, that joke, I pretty much had my timing down. That joke should just have been about 3 minutes. So what do you want me to do? Keep going, or should I?
Your call. You can do one more if you want, or wrap it up. Your call.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, it's really fun being a comedian. You get to hang out with other comedians. Sometimes we just start riffing. One comic's like, have you ever hit pure oxygen? I'm like, yeah, but my hand just went right through it. He's like, man, you just came up with that out of thin air. I'm like, yeah, I like to use all the oxygen in the room. So another comic just went with it. He's like, yeah, man, now what's left is pure helium. Yeah, that got everybody rolling. And then one guy's like, I can't breathe. So we hit him with pure oxygen. Yeah, all our blood was really red that night. Yeah, but luckily it stayed in our bodies. Yeah, nobody was on their period. Nobody had a nosebleed. Nobody got stabbed. Yeah. All right, thank you very much.
All right, one more time for Aaron Trahan, everybody. Aaron, well done, well done. How long, you've been here before, but tell the audience, the many people who have just joined us that weren't here a few weeks ago, how long have you been doing comedy?
Just finished year 7.
Year 7, and you're doing a bunch of regular shows, other clubs, bar shows. What do you got coming up, or what have you been doing?
Yeah, I run my own show at Quantum Brewing called Comedy or Worse. That's every Friday, Saturday. I have my own podcast. Dorothy was just on my podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was today. That recorded episode 122. It comes out every Monday. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, all your podcasts. Yeah, it's
nice.
real fun.
Nice.
I make my own merch. I got my own merch on.
Look at that. You don't fuck around. This is way better than my podcast. This thing sucks, right, guys? Joe, Sarah, do you have anything for Aaron? Do you guys know Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Is it weird if you were to give tags or pointers or?
I have to actually praise Aaron because that all over your body, I would think that each of us in this room that are familiar with that joke have had that play in our head randomly. Like you're reading instructions for lotion and you're like, all over your body. Like I put on sunscreen to this
I mean,
day,
that's
and
exactly
I'm
what
like,
I'm trying to
it is
explain.
it's a genius
Thank you.
move.
I'm not to brag and toot my own horn, but this is what I'm here for. I feel like
stop tooting
a lot
your
of
own- stop tooting your own
comedians,
horn.
like Sarah here, like they know my jokes, they like my jokes, but then, like we're here to get booked, right? Like how do I go from there to getting booked at this club? That's what I'd like to know.
I'll be honest. All right, you want to be honest with me? I'll be
Yeah.
honest. You're unique. The first thing I wrote is unique. I like you because you're unique.
Yeah.
I like all different types of comedy. Some people, some idiot customers are like, I didn't like that, whatever, whoever it was. Say it's Gavin. Say it's
Or just a woman comic.
yeah, female. There we go. There's the Joe I know. I was waiting for that to come out. No.
She's laughing, you pussies.
Yeah. Kira Sultanovich is here. One of my manager's favorite. Kira is here headlining in a few weeks. I was texting with her today. She's one of my favorite comedians, and she's a female. She's awesome. And, anyway, no, I wrote unique because I like all different types of comedy. Like Bob Hansen, we talked about this last week. Bob was on it. Bob has a very unique, different style. Some people are like this. I love comedy for that reason. I love the fact that you're unique. You didn't have me rolling necessarily. I did write the cult. It's funny you said cult, and I remember that, but I was like cult leader I wrote down because it was, and I started thinking of all the Hail Bop, purple Kool-Aid jokes that you could probably do about that. But no, I like it. It just didn't like make me go like, fuck yeah, I need to give this guy a guest set this weekend necessarily. But I mean, I do like very unique, different comics because I'd like to put all different types of shows.
Right. I'm not asking how do I get booked next week. I'm asking what should I do better to eventually get booked.
And that's the hard part. Like again, I don't know. It's not like I don't know if it was funnier. I mean, I thought I was giggling over here. I was giggling. Okay. You know what we'll do? We'll talk in the next couple of weeks, and we'll do a guest a show maybe actually. Now that you mention it, and see how it goes for like a full crowd. Like again, I like it. I'm over here giggling a little bit. Did it destroy me? No. But we'll let the audience decide. We'll see. All right, so we'll talk.
That's all I'm asking for is the chance. Absolutely.
Yeah. See, all you gotta do is ask. I try to teach my kids this. Take a risk, and now you kind of got me pinpointed over here. Fuck yeah, we're gonna give you a guest set at some point here. So,
well, thank you.
But no one else asked. All right, fuck all the rest of you. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
No, everybody else asks.
That's fucking Joe.
Every time I see Aaron, I am very thankful that I didn't get the J&J vaccine. But I think
so. You hate women and you're a anti-vaxxer.
No, I'm just a Pfizer vaxxer. I like that you go for it in your own unique style. I like the Count Chocula. What is this? I like all that. Right. You and I've talked about this before. How does it translate to 45 minutes? How does it translate to 30 minutes? How does it translate? I would seriously think about asking for a spot like. When you're hosting a show, like that's the first step, right? Hosting or a guest spot. Sure. Is like, how do you bring the crowd in, get them lit up for the next comic? And so maybe just a little more energy in that, a little more, this is my thing, we're all kind of in on the joke. Right. But and any club's got to run a business, so the host has to do a job too. Sure. So. But I love the fact that you do all this craziness.
Yeah, that's a good point for pointers. Guys, like he runs his own show. He's getting on stage every time he has that show. He's hosting a lot. I'm not a natural host. I've had to learn how to host and be this guy. I have resting coach face, right? My dad coached college football for 40 years, high school football. Just like my dad looked angry, I kind of have that, even though I'm not angry. But I'm not a very good like, hey guys, how we doing? Any birthdays out there? I had to learn how to do that shit because you're hosting a show at a comedy club and you have to do the bullshit. So learning to be a host will get you, like I'll text people, oh, I don't really, well then fuck off. Because if you want the opening spot, it's usually host, feature, headliner, traditionally, and I'll do some guests or some spots here. But if you can't host and be good at it, at least be there on time, get the names right, the intros, have some energy, even if you're doing 7 minutes in a host spot, if you're doing, you could be a guest host spot. You got to know how to host. And again, knowing somebody like this that runs a show and running your own, Rory, you might book a thing at the brewery. We know somebody at whatever bar in San Marcos. You fucking start running your own show there. Then you get on stage a lot, start hosting. The Mike's Barbecue Show, shit. I think I mentioned this last time. I had Taylor Tomlinson, Michael Costa, who's on The Daily Show, Drew Lynch at the Mike's Barbecue Show that we ran for like 2 years probably, and then Bijan took it over. Like we had so many huge names on there because it was a Wednesday night, and everyone would come down for $100, $200, and I was on stage all the time. Sometimes I ate a dick because I'm like just like trying shit out, like here we go. But it also taught me to be able to just try new shit, mix in some old stuff that was funny, whatever. So. Hosting your own show, doing what you're doing is great.
Also, I don't know if I've ever said that to you, but I have huge respect for the fact that you run those rooms, that you're everywhere, that you're really working. And that's the bare minimum you have to do, so much respect.
Yeah, and also when you run rooms like that, other people have rooms, so it's like a network thing, right? You're going to book people. Yeah, there's some equity
capital
there. Yeah, you want some equity there, like, hey, man, you have a room here. Well, hopefully I'm getting booked there, whether it's a paid spot or just pizza or beer, whatever. There's some equity there where, hey, I'm going to book you, you book me, and it's just more comedy for everybody. Everyone gets better. whatever. So, all right, one more time for Aaron Tran, everybody. Good job, Aaron. He just tricked me into a guest set. That son of a bitch. Aaron tricked me.
I haven't heard it called J&J.
How are you doing? Are you eating over there? What'd you get? Chicken strips?
I did.
Are you scared to eat?
No, I have no sauce.
So what? A pubic hair?
What?
Oh,
no,
you said
no,
sauce?
No sauce.
I thought she said I saw a, and then she stopped.
No. I didn't have any ketchup, so.
You need what do you need?
No, I'll eat it after the thing.
She needs a
You sure?
roll-up.
Yeah.
You still call them
Okay.
roll-ups?
I don't know.
A
Yeah.
setup?
They really do.
You don't want it right now? Whatever you need, Ramses.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I promise.
Just holler if you need it. All right. Coming up next is Randy Puga, then Will Hart, then Jen Lee. We had some people added that came in. Whatever. We'll see what the time crunch. I have a softball game. I mean, not for a while, but I'm just saying. All right. The game was what? Was it 7-3? Anyone know what the score was of the game?
I happen to know it's 7-6.
7-6. Oh, Rory, before I forget, let me give you one of these.
Hey.
Check
hell
that out,
yeah.
Rory. We'll talk about some of the other guys that want to borrow one of these. It's a good book. It just gives you. There's like joke mining. There's stupid things you don't think about, right? Like how to write a joke. Like joke mining, I talked about this last week. Just writing on a paper the topic, and then think of every crazy fucking thing about that topic you can think of. And like it'll turn into some tags, some bits, it'll add to your joke. You basically exhaust the thought of whatever the topic is. So there's a bunch of random weird things that you wouldn't think about in there that just help you maybe create your set list or whatever, create your joke.
It's huge. Even understanding like the structure of a joke, like premise, setup, punchline. Like that's very, very important, even if you kind of weave away from it. Bitches be shopping. I went shopping with my bitch. Here's something funny that happened. Like just kind of funnel down to the punchline with the leading the audience to the.
Bitches do be shopping though. You know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
using that as an example.
We're in a
I don't-
mall.
I'm going to Target
We're in a
after
mall.
this,
Here, look.
so.
Look right through here. We're in a mall. You can see it right now.
All right. That's
Coming-
what came to mind.
Coming to the stage first, and then Will Hart, and then Jen Lee. Give it up for Randy Puga, everybody. Randy Puga.
Whoa, next level moves it out of the way.
I know,
Good job, dude.
Hi, I'm Randy. My last name is Puga. That's a Filipino last name. I'm not. My father told me that in the long line of Mexicans, there was one singular Filipino man, and somehow the name made it all the way down to me. He's also told me the movie Life of Pi is based off of him, so he's a very credible source. I know how I look, all right? I don't speak Spanish. I have been pulled over by Border Patrol. My girlfriend's parents do speak Spanish, however. And when I was dating her, or when I first started dating her, she told me, you have to ask my parents for permission. And I was like, okay. So I get together with my friends, and they all speak Spanish, even though I don't. They still hang out with me. And they told me, I asked them, I was like, hey, how do I ask? And they're like, okay, this is all you have to say. You have to say, quiero embarazar su hija. I was like, okay, I got this. Quiero embarazar su hija. I'm going to say this shit perfect. So I'm driving over there that day. There's a blackout. I should have known something was off, all right? I'm driving there. I'm stopping at every light because it's like blinking. All right, cool. And I'm getting over there. I park. I get in there, and it's like I walked into the scene of The Godfather. I walk in there. Her mom's in full silhouette. She's short, so she got the high chair, and she made me sit on the floor, so I had to look up at her. And I look at her, and I say, quiero embarazar su hija. That means I want to get your daughter pregnant. So now we just play charades. And, afterwards she told me, what do you want with my daughter? And I'm like, well, I already told her I was going to get pregnant. So I go, dun, 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 dun. And she got mad because that's not the right order to her. I have a car. Yeah. It's a 1994 Honda Civic. Old car. Old. But it's a Civic, so it's old and broken. It doesn't even run anymore. I just have multiple AAA accounts to tow me where I need to go. I get really cold, all right? I shiver a shit ton, especially when I'm high, all right? My face goes pale, I shrivel up, but I have really tall friends, 6'3", 6'4", and they like give me their sweaters. They wrap me up. You know, I feel like a little pretty princess. They give me a rides on their back. If they had a purse, I'd sit in it. You know, I have a small bladder, so I'm always pissing everywhere. And, you know, I'm their chihuahua. Okay, bye. I'm going to go call AAA so I can get home.
All right, one more time for Randy Puga, everybody. Randy, remind everybody how long you been doing stand-up?
12th of a year.
12th of the year.
A month.
Oh, okay, I was like,
Wait,
wait, 12th of the, 12th. What language? All right, so how long?
What is the answer?
I don't get it.
A month.
One month,
Okay.
that's right. I asked you this before, but I always forget. I knew you were newer. and
I
it's
thought it
always-
was in Tagalog. I didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah, it's always impressive. We've had a lot of, like, he's done it a few times now, and I'm always impressed. Like, a month in to be able to, like, you know, again, these thousands of people not getting nervous and talking. Guys, any pointers, tips, anything?
I think your story about telling your girlfriend's dad that you wanted to get her pregnant, but you didn't know that. Like, you have a lot of beats in there that I think you should look at for like another punch. And then I think I'm assuming this is a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say the actual like what your friends told you to tell him, I think could be interchangeable. I think you could go much dirtier with that. Like, so if you were doing clean, I think like a clean show, I think just saying that you would get her pregnant is like perfect because that's pretty clean. And then you could just go like hog wild if you were at a dirty show.
Right, like, what do you want from my daughter? I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah. Te
Tell the
quiero.
truth.
I don't know what to fuck is in Spanish. I don't know. Te quiero.
Chinga. No?
Chinga.
Chinga hija.
Órale,
That's
puta.
fuck your mother,
It's
isn't
fun.
it?
And you could also like
I grew
Almado,
up in
güey.
Escondido, bro.
Te
I grew up in
quiero.
Escondido.
Chinga tu hija. But I would also lean into how you say it too, and you could even I really think you could lean in with like how you say that.
Yeah, and
part
that's
of
a
the
good
joke.
point. Selling the punchline.
Yeah,
You mentioned
yeah.
earlier, it sounds really stupid, but even writing it out, not that you have to memorize it. Some people just go off the dome. Some people write it out. But writing out your intro, whatever your intro is, the premise, or the setup, the premise, and then here's where the laugh should be. Underline that, like boom, and then sell that point. Like literally,
Act
you don't have
it
to
out
ham
if
it
you
up.
have to.
There could be an act out. Oh, I ran into the house and said, you know, whatever, and really teach the crowd where they're supposed to laugh, because they're all idiots. They paid $12 to get in here, so you need to teach them when they're supposed to laugh. So really spell it out for them. Here's the joke. Boom. Here's a tagline. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, I wrote a note. You didn't do it very often, but the economy of words, things we talked about, like just not talking to anything that's not getting to the joke, fucking scratch it out. You talked about driving over there. I drove over there. I was at the stoplight. I did this. It's like, who fucking cares? Get to the point where you're going
Right.
to say the thing. We all knew it was coming. You were going to say this thing that didn't mean what it meant. And we all saw it coming, but what did it mean? And make sure it's really funny when you get there. So you can cut out the whole driving over there and this. Like, so anyway, I'm at there. The grandma, you know, looks like the mafia or whatever it was. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I agree with you. I'd either see that as trim the fat, or if you're using it as a beat, have it actually a punchline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought you did two positive things that I thought you did were right at the beginning you got close to like a premise like I'm not Filipino but I don't speak Spanish and that suggests here's a difficulty that's going to come with that, so it kind of gets us like, oh, we know what's going to happen now, that there's going to be something sort of that supports what you're saying at the top. So I thought that was really cool. And then the idea about being so broke or whatever that you have a tow truck or your car's such a piece of shit that you get towed to different places, like you get towed to work, you know, like I think that's a funny idea that you could write.
Yeah, find out how many miles. I've heard this before. My brother, how many miles they give you per year, because they do. They give you up to like 300
Right,
miles
yeah.
a year or something. You're like,
My dad has like AAA, like the Pro or whatever, so
Yeah.
I get 100 miles free for
that's funny.
any tow I want.
You're like, I signed up my little sister for AAA. I signed up. For
Right, so
this.
all you have to do is leave for work about 2 hours earlier.
Sometimes the guy comes. I don't even have my car. I'm just
I
like,
think
hey,
it's
it's me. Like, I don't have a fucking car. I just get in the tow truck and like an Uber.
That's so funny.
I think it's a good idea.
Yep. All right, give it up one more time for Randy Puga, everybody. Good job, Randy. Yeah. What flavor? Lager. Ramses, can we get Joe a lager after you start the clock? Some sort of a. What lagers do we have? Ramses, you're a fucking server here. What's a lager that we have? Oh yeah, Mexican lager, Buena Besa.
Yeah,
Local
that-
brewery, Stone
great,
Brewery,
thanks.
Escondido's own Stone Brewery.
I used to have the Buena Vista, whatever it's called. You had it at the other club. It's good.
Yeah.
I'll have that. Thanks.
I got Roy's.
Yeah.
Ramses, is it
Oh,
okay
no.
if I get
Good looking out.
ketchup?
Hey, is it weird that RJ and Roy are sitting right next to each other? They look like they could be cousins or something. It's not
Francis
racist.
and
It's
I
not
go way
racist because
back.
they're black. No, but you guys are like the same height. You
No,
guys
no,
are
no.
close
I
to
thought
the
it was
same height.
totally racist.
Oh, here we go. JB Smoove. No, that's not true. I just fucking noticed right now. I know RJ for longer than I know you. That's true.
Dude, that's
true,
just the
actually.
stroke talking.
Yeah, this guy had a stroke. Security? Do we don't have security, do we? All right. Sorry, Will. Coming to the stage with his wrestling name. Get loud for Will Hart, everybody. Will Hart.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate being here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys coming as well. It's always entertaining to have some more comedians give us some feedback. I'm a pretty passive guy, you know. There's only a few things that get me really going, really active, and one of them is driving, and especially, you know, when pedestrians decide to give the right-of-way to motor vehicles, right? So, for instance, if I'm coming up to an intersection, and I'm pulling in to make a left, and I see you on the corner trying to cross the street, don't sit there and wave me, you know? We're not gonna have this conversation in my car. Go ahead, you come. No. No, you go ahead, cross. No, you cross. Bitch, just fucking cross the goddamn street. I'm parked here, fucking cars are backing up behind me. Let's fucking go. The DMV taught us that the pedestrians have the right of way to vehicles, right? Another thing that really gets me going, I'm a little sensitive about it, is being called feminine, right? So, I had a long weekend last weekend on Sunday. In the morning, we went to Trader Joe's, me and my girlfriend. We got some groceries. We went and got a Christmas tree. Went back, we did some meal prepping. We put up the Christmas tree. And at the end of the day, I wanted to vacuum my truck. And I was in the garage after I was vacuuming my truck, just squatting down on my phone, figuring out what I'm going to say during the week at my open mic. And my mom decided to come up and try and scare me a little bit. And I got a pretty feminine. My mom goes, "Pico, what the fuck did you just do? You just got up a little gay, huh?" I'm like, "No, Ma. My fucking back hurts, right? Squatting down. If you're gonna come up behind me and scare me after I've had a long fucking day and my fucking feet move faster than my back, don't call me gay. I'm just a hardworking man." Another thing that gets me going, it's gonna sound bad, but living with my mom, technically she lives with me now. Back in the day when I used to live with my mother, I was a horny young kid. I used to jerk off a lot. My saving grace back in the day was the loud garage door, right? I'd be up in my room doing my thing, bing, bing, bing. As soon as I heard that loud garage door, I had just enough time to stop, throw my shit under the bed, and think of whatever I needed to think of to make it go down. That was good. Now we got this new technology. Now my mom's living with me right now. We got the super duper quiet garage door. So I'm upstairs in my room. I can't focus. I got one eye on my phone, one eye at the door. I got one earphone in. I can't hear her when she comes back, right? That's bullshit. Now, I only got a couple seconds left, but I think that I'll end it with that. Thank you so much. Will Ben Hart.
All right, one more time for Will Hart, everybody. Will Hart in his UPS outfit. What can Brown do for you? Did you come straight from work? No.
I did, yeah.
Bad joke. Terrible joke. Shouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
I knew what I was
know
saying.
better. He works at
It's actually
Jurassic
green.
Park.
I'm colorblind. It's actually fucking green.
It's diarrhea green.
How long? Again, remind everybody. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Just since August. I
Since
think early
early
August. Yes.
August. Yeah,
That's it.
I'm impressed. Again, all the newer comics, I'm very impressed because it's good. Guys, anything? Any tips, pointers, tags, mean stuff? You want to yell at him? Want to
No,
yell
not
at
at all,
me
no.
about my joke about his UPS thing?
Not
Be
at all.
honest, please.
Well, Adam stepped on it, but I thought you worked at Jurassic Park. All right, there. I just want to make sure that was heard.
The Wild Animal Park is.
I
right
got the
over
Jeep
here.
at home.
What I like is also very important in good jokes is taking a goddamn stand. Have a take. Not just like present something like, here's something that happened. You're like putting your I give a shit, I care, whether it's jerking off with your mom or or
Jerking off
no,
with
no,
your
you
mom?
know, I mean, at mom's house or your house or whoever's house it was, or traffic pissing you off and that sort of thing. Being like having a conviction in your joke is really, really effective. So I would encourage you to keep doing that, going with what you feel and care about, and then just write some more punchlines.
Yeah.
Like this happened, and then give a commentary about what happened. You know.
Yeah.
Good point. What's your feel? Yeah, good point. What's your premise? How do you feel about it? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
good.
but if you go with something that's personal and you care about, it's much more powerful than I was in an Uber the other day and there was shit on the floor, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
I really like the feminist where you're like working on your car and you do the pop up. I think that's a good act out. I do think you have a lot of build up for there. So it's like the same thing I was saying to the, I'm having a brain fart. Who was I saying this to? Rudy? Was it Rudy? What was her
Rory.
name? Rory. I'm so
Rory.
sorry.
Or Randy.
Randy,
There you go. Rory and Randy.
RJ, fucking it's all
It's
ours.
Rand,
okay,
and it's the
okay.
guy who,
Yeah. I mean, God,
getting
you
canceled.
twins.
for her, it's just brown people.
We're getting
Like,
canceled before we even became something.
I would say the parts that you're doing leading up to work in your car and like getting up in that like stripper move, either like have each of those punches or just go straight to like maybe dropping your phone and then picking it up with like the little spin.
Yeah, definitely. I could play with that more.
I wrote down when you did the thing about your mom thinking you were gay when she scared you or whatever, having even more, you said, I'm just a hardworking man or whatever you said. I thought it'd be funny for you to be like, you know, I'm just a
Yeah,
hardworking
yeah.
man, like
Yeah.
fucking
She's scared.
do
play
whatever.
on the.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
the,
how
on
could
the
you
hardworking
possibly
man.
think that?
Yeah, you can ham it up and do an act out or whatever. But all right, give it up one more time for Will Hart, everybody. Will Hart. Very festive microphone stand. My wife came in here last week and decorated all this shit. I told her to stay out of here unless you do cool stuff like this. So, all right. So we got Jen Lee next, then RJ, then Eric Gilman is in the hole, as they say in baseball.
That's right.
It's a baseball phrase, not anything else. Score of the game. I didn't see the score. Every time I look up in between this,
13-6, Los Angeles Rams.
Rams took the lead.
Yep.
It was 7-6. Rams took the lead. Good run. Yeah. All right. Who are we rooting for? Does anyone care about this? Anyone a Rams fan or? What, fantasy football? All right.
The guy from Ohio State. I know who you're talking about. I know.
How do you
It's
pronounce?
tricky. It's tricky to say his name for me, and I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna,
is that? Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Well, how do you pronounce his last name? Njigba. How do you pronounce that? I don't know.
Well, now he's asking you because you're black.
JSN.
Perfect.
All right. Smart move. All right, cool. All right, so we got Jen Lee coming up, and then RJ, and then Eric Gilman. Guys, what's up? Oh, you ready to go already? I was like, wait, oh shit, that's Jen. All right, let's get it. Coming to the stage right now. Back for another appearance is Jen Lee, everybody! Jen Lee!
Good to see you, Adam.
Nice to see you as well.
I see I haven't yet bullied you out of wearing socks with sandals.
Softball game. I gotta go to softball.
All right, that's not an excuse. Give it up for your last comic, Will Ben Hart. You're like a park ranger on meth. Look, I'm white. I love that. Okay. So they say that men are dogs, but I think actually men are cats. Right? If you show them too much affection too quickly, they get scared and run away. Their gifts are horrible. Only the women are laughing. And as a queer woman, I believe it's my duty to capture and castrate as many as possible. Oh no, RJ's scared. Women are dogs. Purest love you can feel, loyal to a fault, and it feels way better when they lick you. All right, she's had her pussy ate by a woman. Sarah, you haven't yet. We'll talk after. I'll show you how funny that joke was.
I get it.
Sarah,
Oh, she gets it. She had fun in her college years. Okay, cool. No, the girl in the teen pregnancy story didn't get the joke either. Sorry about that. No. Okay, so yeah, no, but I've been dating lately, and weirdly, despite that joke, I've been dating a guy. You know, he's black. I grew up Mormon, so we call it super soaking. You know, before this, I was dating girls, so I introduced him to scissoring and strap-ons. He has introduced me to washcloths.
Right.
Joe lived in Atlanta. He's like, you dirty bitch.
Right. Washcloths are a big point of contention in Atlanta.
Yeah, no, I can tell you've dated a lot of black girls. So, surprisingly, even though his name's Joe Smith. So, no, fun dating a black guy, but there is a really big downside. Huge downside for me. When you're dating a black guy, it's much harder to shoplift. Right? And like, I'm a white woman, that's our whole jam. Stealing jam. That Bun Maman lemon curd is like $11 now. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, she goes to Whole Foods. I have to steal from Whole Foods. It's the only way that I can get back at Jeff Bezos. So, okay, you guys tell me, is it racist if I use him as a diversion? Okay, next time we go into Whole Foods, you're wearing your do-rag, babe. All right, my name's Jen Lee. Thanks.
One more time for Jen Lee, everybody. Jen Lee, welcome back. Jen, remind everyone how long you've been doing stand-up.
Just over a year.
Over a year, again. Very fresh and new, very good for, I wish I was that good a year in. Guys?
Yeah, I was on a show where you were the host last week. That's right. So.
Oh yeah, where at?
At Madhouse.
Who, you were hosting?
Yeah.
Is Robert ever there? We've talked about Robert. Is Robert ever there anymore?
He's there, yeah.
He is?
They're down to, I don't want to talk to this.
There's a microphone right in your lap. You can use that.
I don't want to put this out there.
Nope.
Well, it's not bad. Well, as long as you don't say anything
Well, I
bad.
wanna
Robert's
tell you
my
some
good
bad-
friend.
No, yes, he is there. He is there. He's there all the time.
I almost bought into that club years ago when I got out of Aces, the old comedy club in Temecula. He's like, we need another partner. I was like, I already had partners at the old place. It did not go well. So I did not do that. But he's a good friend. He's very funny. By the way, he hasn't done stand-up in probably 8 years.
He also is keen to do what's best for comedy. It's clear. You know,
Yeah,
he
he
cares
really
about
loves
it.
it.
Oh, yeah. He's very funny, though. Like, we've done so
So
many
long
shows.
as it doesn't involve spending money, he is about it.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm in the same fucking boat here now, dude. Trust me. The rent here and the comedy's down. Comedy's down 30% overall nationwide. I talked to everyone at the comedy
Yeah, of
stores,
course, of
both
course.
of them, other clubs. It's 30%. People that have, like middle class up, have money, they're just living their lives normal. Like anyone that's down here that doesn't have as much money are not spending. So somebody that comes to a comedy club once a year or twice a year is not doing that now. They're staying home watching Netflix. So it's just it's where we're at right now. So that's where I'm fucked, and we need to sell more tickets. So. Anyway,
Let's go.
Great time to move the comedy club to a more expensive place, right? Let's get back to Jen, though, instead of my sad life. Guys, do you have anything for Jen?
Jen, do you have your joke written where you explain what soaking is before you say super soaker?
No, I have not. And
I think the super soaker is a really strong punchline. But does everybody here know what soaking is? Yeah, you nodded like you're gonna
Come
do that
on,
when you get
Will.
home.
Show us. Show us with Joe right now what it is. Show us.
Yeah.
Show us.
Joe Smith,
Show
the
us.
founder of Mormonism, invented
If
soaking.
you guys want to step back, I'll show you what it is. I know what it is now.
It's a joke
No,
online. It's not real. I grew up
I heard
Mormon.
it
No
is
one
real.
ever,
Wait, it's
no
not
one
real?
ever did that with
I've
me.
heard that
not
it is
real?
I don't know, but I used to weigh 250
Yeah,
pounds,
yeah.
maybe. They just didn't do it with
No
me.
one did it with you
Oh,
because
no
you're a
one
little
would
bigger.
soak you?
Okay, well,
People
don't
are
say it
soaking-
like that.
People are soaking you
It's
now,
because
though, right?
we're being recorded.
Oh my
We
gosh.
want someone to watch.
It's when you stick it in, but you don't move. You just put it in.
And
And
then
for
it-
some reason, that doesn't count.
And then your best friend can rock the bed a
Oh,
little bit.
yeah,
your
yeah.
best friend
So
rocks
it's
the
not
bed, so
you,
you get
it's
a little,
God.
like,
It's
emotional.
God
Yeah.
moving you around.
Yeah,
so.
apparently they say it's like God is like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. He can't see if you don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's real, guys. I think it's
I
real.
think it.
You have a testimony of soaking, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's real.
Mormon joke. Okay, deep cut. Okay.
I've heard that it is real.
All right. Well, I believe you look like the type of girl who'd get soaked. So.
You think I'm in every category.
Yeah.
Bitches be fighting.
She soaks. She
That was
licks.
me hitting on you.
Oh, Joe, anything for Jen?
But I do think I don't think everybody knows what soaking is. So
Okay.
I think the super soak.
I need to
is
come up
so
with a funny
good.
way to explain it.
Yeah.
And not, I'm
But
deeply
soaking
embarrassed
in
by my
itself
culture.
is funny.
Yeah.
Like the way, like I think that's an easy add on to the.
It's a
Because then
funny-
your
I agree.
super soaker will make even more sense. 'cause
Yeah, I
that's a
could
really,
get some more punches out of it. Yeah.
I'm wet just talking about it right now,
All
guys. It's
right.
making me
Now
wet.
I know what Adam likes. All right. Will
Adam's
you
so-
book
I don't know
me?
what that means, but I am for sure.
I agree. I think it's one of those pop cultural things that somebody over the age of whatever could use a little definition, and then all of a sudden they're right there. I agree. Also, it's a strong punchline. I think you're a funny person who's learning how to be a stand-up comic. And you're writing about real stuff. I hear you talk about body transformation and sexual transformation, whatever. I think that's real shit. Keep going into that. Much respect. The one thing that I'm glad we're here. It fucking drives me crazy how much, because I did it when I was a junior comic and other people do it, how much you react to the fucking crowd. Who cares what they're doing? Who cares how so-and-so thought this or that? Just do your act, because I feel like when comics overreact to the room, they give off the impression of like insecurity. You know what I mean? Like, why you're winning with 85% of the crowd. Who cares what that other person says? So I did it, like I said earlier, like, oh, that guy didn't fucking like that. Like, just keep going. You know what I mean? Because it makes you look more sturdy, I think.
What was that running thing that every comedian says? It's like Seinfeld or fucking Chris Rock. It's like the one person that's not laughing, you just go like, fuck. Like you focus on that one person all the time. You're like, why isn't he laughing? And it ruins your whole, destroying the room, and it ruins your whole set because this one asshole isn't laughing.
Yeah, and then you're also telling the audience what they're experiencing rather than, maybe they're like, I was just thinking about my kid for a second. I'm still with you. Anyway, that's just my thought. I've seen you do it before, and I'm like, you have a good 5 minutes. Just do that.
My favorite part,
For what it's worth.
You started, which is like a veteran move that not everyone can do. You started by talking about the previous comic. You give it up for whoever was before you. Was it Will? You said give it up for Will Hart, which is great. It trains the audience to clap. It's like a host thing, right? You're subconsciously getting them to be like, all right, we're clapping again. We're clapping. You know, it's a dumb comedy thing, but it works. It gets people just moving happy. So I like how you did that. You give a shout out to him one more time for him. I like that. And then you did a tag to his joke. I don't know what tag you said about his joke, but you did a nice little tag.
Because it said something about meth and camping, and
Something,
I said I'm white. I like
but I
that.
loved it. It was a good tag. And you didn't make fun of him. Okay, so like Josh Nelson's a good buddy of mine. We roast each other. He'll fucking come up. Oh, how'd you like my dad? I'm like, oh, like we roast each other because we're friends, and the crowd laughs at that, and they know you're friends. So you weren't mean to him, which I like. It was funny. It was good. So that was a very good start off. Like you're not just up here robot doing your set list. It was a great start, I thought, because it's not that easy to do that and be comfortable enough to say, hey. But I do like the give it up part, get them clapping, and do a tag. And then I also like your Jeff Bezos joke, the shoplifting one. I laughed out loud. Like that's how I get Bezos back. And then I thought a little tag like "and my father" or something like to the point
that's a
because
good
you're stealing.
one. Oh, that's a good one.
That was a great joke. I was like, oh,
I
she
just
shoplifts.
wrote it like the past 5 days.
That
so
was
it's
really
fine.
good. That was a really good joke, so I liked it. So, all right, one more time for Jen Lee, everybody. Jen Lee. Yes. Yeah, bring it back in three weeks. Library. We're a library now. I bought these fucking books. What's funny is this guy, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I'm fucking bought these books because I think it's a good book. They're like $20 new. I bought them. There's some. Do you guys know there's websites? You guys okay? Are you hitting on her? Are you trying to get the soaking thing down
I'm
over
still
there?
shitting on Jen's act.
You're like, that bitch. No. All right, so who's next? Was RJ next? We got RJ. And then I had, who was after RJ? Eric. I know I fucked this up. Then Bill, then Justin. All right. Are you guys okay? Do you want to take this outside? What's going on over there?
We're bonding like we never have before.
Who's got a Zin? You got a Zin on you? Who's got a Zin? I left it in my car.
We
Do
were
you
talking
really?
about riffing, which, like you said, she
Holy
did.
shit. You're
Hell
the
yeah.
fucking, you're my goddamn hero. No, you're going on stage, dickhead.
Anybody else
What are you
jonesing
doing?
for a Zin?
RJ's going on stage. I'm putting a Zin on stage. Although I have come up here at the end of a show with a Zin and I forgot. I'm like, hey, everybody. Thank you, by the way. I left mine in my car. All right. Is she leaving? Did you offend her? Joe does that, by the way.
Yeah.
Joe's like, women aren't funny.
That doesn't mean that they don't like me. It just means that they're not funny. I'm
I hate
fucking
that.
joking around. Jesus Christ.
Such a dick, chauvinist asshole.
Adam,
All
there
right.
is, and maybe this can, I'd love to hear your cranky old man perspective like I have one. I think there is, and I've heard people say there is, a limit to how much you should reference what happened before you. When you come on stage.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it's like a rolling lineup where Josh is roasting you or vice versa, that's one thing. But to come up, and I'm not saying she did it, but to come up and like, I've seen comics riff too much, and all of a
Beat
sudden
a
you're
dead
like,
horse, right?
and but you're also in their material, and the crowd just had that experience. I think they're
Yeah.
like, the sooner you can get to doing your own thing,
Yeah.
the better. Of course, if you followed me or vice versa, I'd expect to be roasted, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just get to
And
your-
there's a rule I just thought about right now, too, even with Ian, our buddy Ian Bagg.
Yeah.
His crowd work galore. We went to LA last week to see him. I took Solly, our manager, at the Laugh Factory. A host can do a little crowd work. The general rule is you don't want your host to be too dirty.
Yep.
General rule. And they can do a little crowd work because that's their job, is warming up, whether you're doing birthdays or, hey, or sir, whatever. But, like, you have somebody like Ian Bagg or other people, a lot of headliners who do crowd work at all, don't want the feature to do crowd work. They don't want too much crowd work because you're tapping into Joe that's a plumber over here, and then he's going to come up, and maybe Ian doesn't watch anyone's sets, as you know. He'll come up and be like, hey, what's your name? What do you do? And everyone's like, we already talked to
just
Joe.
did
The
that.
Yeah.
feature just talked to Joe. And then Ian's like, fuck, I didn't know this. So you do it in real pros. I'm like, Joe will probably go to somebody if you want to do some crowd work. You might ask the headliner,
Totally.
hey, are you mad? Like, if I want to try to do a little crowd work with this bit I have, and they might say no, or I don't do any crowd work, go ahead. So it's a pro move to ask, something like that. So just another thing to know with crowd work or whatever, certain bits or whatever.
I'll just keep offering old man advice. One more thing. You're talking about crowd work and someone asking, what do you do? How long you been married? And that was just covered 10 minutes ago. I like to, as a comic, be in the room for the whole show so you can see everything that happens. And you don't become that guy who's been sitting in the green room fucking around with your buddies and goes out and says something that was just covered 10
Yeah.
minutes ago. Because the crowd's like, aren't you in this thing with us? And
Adam,
that's-
one of my first big feature gigs, whatever years ago, 14 years ago, was with Adam Hunter, and it was in Hillcrest, or North Park, right next to Hillcrest. And he didn't show up till 1 minute before he was going on stage. I featured for him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called The Adam Show. I did like 20 before him. And it's Hillcrest, or a block away from Hillcrest. And he came in and started doing like, gay this, gay that, gay. And it was just fucking dead. And he's like, what is this, a gay part of town? And like, then he looks, and
yeah.
it's literally all like couples. So I was like, hey, bro, that's when you got to get there early and learn.
Just be in the room a
See
little bit.
what's going on,
See
yeah.
how the show's going.
And next level of that is like Zoltan is a genius. Like Mike's Barbecue Show, I did for a year and a half. And Zoltan would come in and look at the strip mall that Mike's Barbecue. There's a religious bookstore in there. I never saw that. Zoltan will look at the environment, what's going on, and have fucking 10 minutes on the area in which, like, he hasn't done here.
Right.
He's here in July, 4th of July weekend. We're doing Thursday, Friday. Zoltan's back. And he will come up with some shit around here that,
Walk the mall.
just that no one else had because he took it all in, wrote some stupid jokes about it, and people appreciate
Yeah.
that shit. Custom jokes. All
Yeah.
right, sorry, RJ. We're making RJ stand over there.
Lest anyone think I was shitting on Jen, I was not.
You
and I
were.
would like to say that show that I hosted that you were on, you were probably the least experienced comic on that show and easily had one of like the top 3 sets that night. So kudos to you.
But he was shitting on you.
Sure.
He wants to soak with you, is what he wants to do.
Can I say
Speaking
one
of beating a
thing?
dead
I
horse,
don't want to soak.
he wants to rinse. He wants to
That
rinse.
sounds like someone who wants to soak. I don't know.
He wants to rinse with you. That's different from soaking. It's with the older guy, with a washcloth.
I want to
Washcloth? No.
condition.
You're texting your wife, can we finger blast and soak tonight?
RJ's falling asleep over there. And
These open micers have some crazy terms, sweetie.
I denied him a Zin too.
Let's
So he's
feel
falling
young.
asleep. All right, we're going to get this moving
Oh,
along.
can I say one thing?
Yes,
If you don't mind.
just one.
About the riffing, because I do love to riff. I would say at certain clubs when you know like you're being watched by an owner that may be booking you, I feel it's probably a smarter move to not riff so that they can see that you're a powerful writer and comedian and not dependent on someone giving you any type of like hand in your set. And then just have that in your back pocket all of us have been able to perform with each other, so likely you'll be able to use it a different time.
Perfect. All right. Next up, coming to the stage, he's been standing there for a while. Sorry to deny you. Give it up for R.J. Haynes, everybody. R.J. Haynes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give it up for everybody that you saw already. Give it up for my girlfriend that you saw earlier. Yeah, dating a comic is pretty cool. She white though. She white though. If you've watched this before, you already know. You've heard the jokes. Basically, my girlfriend is the only girl to take Ozempic and still make fat girl decisions. She's skinny now. She doesn't have to date black dudes, but she is. She loves me. I love her. She loves my dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only dude to lock the keys in the car and then still blame it on the dog. Like, that's how much of an idiot I am sometimes. You know, life is crazy. Getting older, bro. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out what kind of old man do I want to be? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to yell at the clouds? Do I want to give gemstones and knowledge? Do I want to be that one old man that's in the library that reads, and all of a sudden some random white kid comes in from a storm, and then I take him on a magical adventure, like the Page Master? No, nobody else wants to be that mystical, magical black nigga. Anybody? I would love to be. I wouldn't be the black dude from Shining. I would. That's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot. I gotta fight and another entity, nigga. Damn. All right. Anybody else fuck with like mythology, like gods and all that stuff, like just for fun? Anybody else? I would be Egyptian. I would be the Egyptian god. You know what I'm saying? African guys, like, they have dudes like Anansi, like he's basically a scammer. He story tells you into oblivion. Like that, he's the original Nigerian prince scam. Like that is in their mythology. I'm cool off of that. I'm gullible sometimes. You know, hit me with a good heartstring story and some Sarah McLachlan, nigga. I'm paying. But you know what pantheon I would never want to be a part of? Greek. They some hoe ass niggas. If you don't know, Zeus, the king, the dude who beat up his dad for trying to eat him so he don't overthrow him, that dude, right? This dude is the biggest hoe in all of his pantheon. This dude turned into a horse to fuck a chick. Bro, that's another way to say that you're giving horse cock. You know what I'm saying? And then even still, in one of his tales, he fucked a dude's wife while being that dude. Like what? How disrespectful is that as a man? You walk into you fucking your girl, but it ain't you? Like how? That's my time, guys. Thank you.
One more time for R.J. Haynes, everybody. R.J. R.J., remind everyone how long you've been doing stand-up?
Since 2012.
2012. And
Minus four.
You guys know R.J.? Yeah. Do you have any tags, tips, pros, cons, anything at all?
I feel the way you told the story about walking in with the way you told that, I think is a great example of keeping a story punchy and like using, like it's an act out, but you're not like, you're more like animated than like, I guess it is an act out, no?
So
I'm saying for those of you that are newer, that was a great example of telling a story is what I was trying to get across.
So
nice.
Yeah.
A good way to tell a story is to make sure you have punches within the story. Mm-hmm. Now, Jenna said something on the way here that I kind of like wanted to test out, and it worked. I liked it. She said, "You know the difference between musical theater and a play that just has music? Musical theater, the music moves the story fucking along." I was like, okay, I feel you on that. And so I just used a little bit of that, and yeah.
All right. Joe, anything?
I know you're a funny person. I I don't think that was your funniest 3 minutes I've ever seen, but I know you're a funny person. I really like your act in that you can go from just talking to huge energy, back down. It's not 100 miles an hour the whole way or just in the cut the whole way. I like how you can move back and forth. And
Blame Lewis Black on that.
What's that?
Blame Lewis Black.
Right?
Lewis Black, I looked at for the high end, because like he can go from regular talk to instant. And like him and Gilbert Gottfried were my two favorite voice oscillators.
Again, though, I always think about like the comic on stage has to be the biggest alpha in the room. Like everybody here is paid to listen to you talk. And when you were, not tonight, I mean as a headliner, when you were just like slowed it all the way down and were like, man, she's still white. She's still white. You're not chasing them, you're bringing them to you. That is like some real flex. And then when they're in, then boom, 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 boom. So good shit.
I like the original Nigerian Prince thing. I think that's going to be really good for you. When you add some more tags to that, I think that's going to be a great bit for you. There's definitely room for some tags in that. I like that. I laughed out loud when you said the original Nigerian Prince. Give it up one more time for R.J. Haynes, everybody. R.J. Thank you, R.J. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move it right along. Score of the game. No one cares about sports. We should just kick the football aspect out of this. Nah. Because sometimes I'm trying to get some of my buddies that play pro sports. A couple Major League Baseball buddies, retired. A friend of mine. My golf buddy played for the Packers, won a Super Bowl. He's very funny, but I don't know if he'll come up here. I'm trying to get him to do the podcast. And he likes comedy a lot. He sends me clips on Instagram every day of different comedians. I'm like, yeah, I had that guy at my club last week, dickhead. Like, why don't you come see him? So, all right, coming up next is going to be Eric, and then Bill, and then we're going to wrap it up with Justin, because I got to leave for softball. And oh my God, he just texted me right now, actually.
Hey.
The guy I just mentioned played for the Packers. He bailed on golf. We're supposed to golf tomorrow. He just bailed on golf. All right, come to the stage right now. Is Eric here? Give it up for Eric Gilman, everybody. Eric Gilman. Welcome, Eric. Welcome.
All right. Man, I was really hoping I was going to be your halftime entertainment, but we timed that one up. There, start the third quarter. Let's go. Hit the Grand Comedy Club for Kill Adam. And this is dope. I've been doing comedy a little while. I actually started doing comedy at the old Grand Comedy Club. You guys been over there? Right? Over when it was on Grand. Now we're here at the mall. I did that Thursday night show there. That was cool, open mic. But they would have drag shows sometimes. And so it would be a bummer. I didn't have like a lot of stage time. So, you get ready for your 3 minutes and you show up on a Thursday night, you drive there like, no, it's a drag show tonight. So I started keeping a dress in my car at all times, dude. Because I'm getting on that fucking stage. I don't care how I got to do it, dude. But no, it's awesome. I recently did my first show ever at Staples. Yeah. The Superstore, not the arena. Things aren't going great. Yeah, 1 p.m. show. So this is a step up. I did a private show recently, and the comedian, he was like, he's a pro, and he was like, dude, he was complaining. He's like, everyone in the back is fucking talking. It's true, it's the fucking drunk people in the back. Like, they're talking, dude, they're talking. And I'm like, I'm just grateful I'm at a show where they turn the noise off the TVs. Yeah, sports ball, go for it. But no, I've been, oh shit, what are we gonna talk about? Oh, yeah, sports, right. We're here at the Grand. I'm somewhat of an athlete myself, not really. I'm the 1997 Northeastern New Jersey Oreo stacking champion. Yeah, I know, that's real. Lego Magazine official. That happened. I used to be a really fat kid. That's where the funny comes from. Sometimes I tell people that, and I'm like, yeah, I used to be really fat. And like the nice thing to say is like, no way, I don't believe it. But then sometimes people were like, I could see it. I'm like, oh, fuck you, dude. But no, 1997 Northeastern New Jersey. Anyone from New Jersey? I'm surprised I get recognized on the way in. Usually what happens. But yeah, so my parents who tried to get me to be healthy and play sports were super stoked when there's morbidly obese 7th grader ran into the room out of breath, just like, 'cause they lived on the second floor. I found a sport that I could compete in. And anyway, so I fucking trained for weeks, meaning I gained like 20 pounds of Oreo fat, and I showed up at the store on game day with Tom Brady confidence, and I'm like, yo, where do the athletes go? And the manager's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, they totally forgot. I forgot to mention, I'm the 1997 Northeastern New Jersey unopposed Oreo stacking champion. Yeah, this really happened. I went there with my dad. It was probably the saddest moment of his life. And he walked and we stacked those Oreos in the back of the AMP in New Jersey while the staff smoked cigarettes. And I won. I did. I still have the fucking Lego magazine certificate. And I'm really excited. And when you win that, you also win the rest of that pack of Oreos. So I'll be out back signing Oreo packages if anyone needs me. My name's Eric. Thank you.
One more time for Eric Gilman, everybody. Good job. Good
Stack 'em
job.
right now.
Oreo stacking fucking champ, dude. Remind everybody how long you've been doing stand-up?
Kind of since COVID. I think it's kind of the marker. I started right before, and then, you know, that was a defining moment. It was that Monday of COVID, the 17th. I went to what used to be the Comedy Palace.
And the world committed
That Monday.
suicide.
And I remember I was like, no. And I showed up, and Michael Burr was like, no, 2 weeks, dude. I'm like, oh, even here? So, yeah, that was it.
That's crazy.
But then I did a bunch of Zoom comedy, which was a nightmare.
Oh, that was the worst.
I remember those. Yeah.
You did some of those?
Oh yeah.
We
they
probably
were-
are, you know, same.
That was the
like,
worst.
You recognize us from being side by side? Yeah, they were what we had, man, right?
You guys know Eric at all or no?
I don't. This is the
You
first
don't?
I've
What's up,
seen
Pete?
it.
Sarah, do you know Eric?
Nice to meet you, Joe.
You know Eric? Yeah.
Howdy.
Any input? Any good, bad, other tags? Anything?
I really like the Oreo story. I don't have anything in the moment. Give me a second.
I got one. Joe, unless you do. Do you have one?
Just that I think you're a funny person who understands how it works. You seem comfortable up there, talking about real things more or less in your life, and just keep getting up. Like keep tightening that stuff up. You'll find more in there, but just keep getting up.
Yeah.
The jokes about
Thanks.
drag, even
Yeah.
though it was custom for the club and whatever, I think that could be a regular bit
Yeah.
anywhere because it was very funny. Very funny. I mean, you say dress, but you can say, makeup, heels. You can add to that shit. Liza Minnelli, think about whatever songs they sing. It's kind of like a karaoke, by the way. We had the drag show like 6 times.
Hell yeah.
It was busy, man. But those people tip too. My bartenders were like, let's keep doing this. These people tip great. They wanted to do it here, but
Not
I'm
like us comics.
Escondido done changed.
We're like, we're at the mall now, so I don't know what.
Fuck your
Probably be
one
a
slice of pizza. Get these fucking.
There'd probably be a
drunk people in here.
protest at the mall if I had it here with whatever. But all publicity is good publicity, so maybe we should do it again anyway and have a protest. But adding to that, I think that could be a regular bit for you because that was very funny.
Yeah.
And just adding it and making more crazy about the different shit you had to do. I thought it was very funny. So. And great confidence. I thought you were good. So one more time for Eric Gilman, everybody. Eric Gilman. All right. I got to leave pretty soon. So we're going to do this quick. We have softball, guys. It's very important. Andy just said, was he any good? I sent the video of you. He just sent a text. I didn't reply yet. I'm trying to not be rude. I'm trying to stay off my phone. All right, coming to the stage next. Please get loud for a regular here. Bill Barber, everybody. Bill Barber.
This tall drink of water.
Sorry for being late, guys. Traffic was hell out there. Not as bad as it was last Friday. Anybody get stuck in that on the 5? Yeah. I apologize. I was working out some issues on the bridge up there. I was having a bad day. Just got some bad news. Maybe you guys can relate to it. Does anybody else get upset when their mom calls and says that she's only sending 6 Percocets for Christmas? I was a good boy all year. I didn't call her a bitch to her face one time. I get it. I'm sounding like a spoiled little brat. There's plenty of kids out there not getting any Percocets for Christmas. Does anybody else think it's weird that the Coronado Bridge has suicide prevention signs? I mean, if you think about it, they're marking the exact spot you need to be to achieve maximum impact. Seems more like propaganda. All right, let's lighten things up a little bit. So there's this girl missing from my old neighborhood. It's been going on for like weeks now, and then a few days ago they found her dead, wrapped in plastic, stuck in a garbage can. As I'm reading this story, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what garbage can he stuck her in. You know, I fingered her one time, so there's some memories there. I'm really hoping he didn't put her in the recycling bin because he wrapped her in plastic. Had he not wrapped the corpse in plastic, I feel the natural compost bin would be a better choice. So a lot of people tell me I need therapy. And I'm taking their advice, you know. I downloaded one of the apps, but I got the cheapest one I could find. I didn't go with BetterHelp. I got this one, it's called Yeah, We'll See. All right, my name is Bill Barber, thanks.
All right, one more time for Bill Barber, everybody.
Hey.
Hey,
Bill, remind
what's up?
everybody how long you've been doing stand-up?
2 years.
2 years.
How you doing, sir?
And
Been a while.
Bill's been here a few times. Guys, anything for Bill?
I really like that where you said your mom's only giving you 7 Percocet. I think it could be bulked up a little bit, but I think that's a good punchline of like your mom sharing only so much of her medication with you for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can tell Bill's a real comic, even though he's been doing it for 2 years, because he spends a lot of time thinking about killing himself, which I respect a lot. That he's a real one, and you're funny, dude. Again, same maybe comment I had for the last guy was that just keep getting up,
Yeah.
doing it.
When you were saying about the suicide hotline at the bridge.
The prevention signs?
Yeah. And you're like, it's right on the perfect spot to jump. For some reason, it made me think of like when you're trying to get out of like a streaming channel. It's like, are you sure you want to cancel? Like, that's all I can think. Are you sure?
Like I drive around all
Are
day
you
not
sure
thinking
wanna-
about killing myself until I see one of those signs.
You're
you
like,
know?
never mind.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, and then you could actually, so he drives for Uber or Lyft. I don't want to put your business in the street, but you could totally weave all that, those two lines of thought together, driving those fucking people around and then wanting to kill yourself.
My notes were Percocets, depressing. I have this argument with Billy Bonnell, who started here. He's in LA now. His dad killed himself. His grandfather killed himself a week later. He does this bits. And the old Billy that was on Comedy Central were like these amazing jokes, Adam Devine's house party thing. And now I'm like, hey, dude, when you do my club, please don't do the fucking depressing suicide shit. He's like, that's me now, bro. That's what I do. And I'm like, I know, but like, your old shit used to kill. So I have this argument with him. So I thought your stuff was funny for sure, but I always have this thing. Like, people are out for a night out. They want to hear about, like, they're trying to not think about that shit. So he and I have this debate all the time. So, was it funny? Yes. I also get a little bit of like if I had you on a show on a Friday night here with 150 people here.
No, I definitely feel it out. Like, so I was at ACC on Tuesday, and they were loving all the dark shit.
Comedians or the
people
regular
in
show?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was one of the last guys to go up, so I was like, I'll just run all that dark shit, and they ate it up.
Yeah. Again, I think it's funny too, but I also have that dilemma of I think about a show here on a Friday. There's a bunch of fucking 60-plus-year-old people in here on an early show on Saturday. I'm always
definitely
like,
not.
is that gonna hit? Is it not? Like, I always get, and me and Billy have this argument all the time, and he gets mad at me. I'm like, if I have you down, fucking, are you gonna do all your suicide shit? He's like, I'll do what I want to do. I'm like, fuck you, Billy. So anyway, give it up one more time for Bill Barber,
thanks.
everybody.
Bill Barber. Adam, I know you're trying to run out of here. I think that's a very good piece of advice for open micers. The open mic is so dirty, gross, depressing, cum-filled that when you finally break up out of it and you go in front of a real crowd, they don't want to hear about that the whole night. So there's open mic good with material. And
Trying to
then,
make
like,
your comic friends laugh because
yeah,
they want to hear the
exactly.
worst,
And it's
crazy
just like
shit.
a race to the bottom.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, agree. We talked about that before. All right, I'm going to introduce this guy, and then I'm going to walk over there for a minute. I'll still be listening. Get loud for Justin G, everybody! Justin G.
What's up? What's up? I'm scared of Bill Barber. He freaks me out, man. I don't know why. But I love him. He's great. We go to the same barber. Not to brag, but I've been told that I have a face for radio and a voice made for silence, so I became a mime. I was prepared to get a lot of, like, oh no, I forgot everything. Ha ha, that's joke's on me. I'll just move on. So you ever have, oh my goodness, that sucks. Yeah, well I only have, run out of time. Yeah.
The owner is vacuuming in the back, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, I blanked out. Well, I like to laugh a lot, and I laughed so hard I blacked out. And when I woke up, the doctor said I had a cancerous brain tumor. So I was like, ha ha, that's funny. But it wasn't, I had it. So everyone was really cool about it. Like, they were like saying, thoughts and prayers, but I really needed food and money. I was all prepared to give you, I'm here because I want to blow you away with my amazing comedy. but in 5 to 10 years, because I'm just starting out. I come off quite intense because I live in one. And that's my time. I'm going to go.
All right.
Justin
G. One more time for Justin G. Justin G. How long you been, remind everyone how long you've been doing comedy again? Here, grab that mic so we can hear you.
Since April.
Since April, another newer comic. I love it. I love it. Guys, Joe, Sarah, anything?
I think it's cool that you have some peers who are encouraging you to just gather yourself.
Yeah. I'm just putting myself out there because I want to do this and I want to become good at it, but I'm not there yet. It's going to take me a while because I have to work out some stuff.
Oh, that's
You
fine.
just started, though.
Dude, you're doing it. You're fucking doing it. You did.
Fair enough.
Is the story about the tumor real?
Yes. Oh, I forgot this joke. Yeah, they don't believe me. So people don't believe me when I say I have a brain tumor. So I said, well, I was going to get them gold plated, and I can say, I walk around with, I wanted to get them on a chain and say 2 chains, half a brain, totally insane. But yeah, that didn't go over well.
I like the punchline about not thoughts and prayers, but food and money.
That was really good.
And
Best joke for sure.
And then you could tag that and like, chemo costs money. I just keep walking them to the laugh.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough time. I just run out, I'm working on it, just trying to get my thoughts together, so it's hard. But I get laughs.
You did great. Don't be so
people,
down. Don't be so down on
No,
yourself.
I'm not
You're
down
up
on
here.
myself. I'm
well,
just
I mean, but you keep
trying to
saying,
stay positive.
No, that's not. That's Bill Barber you're talking about.
Yeah, Bill.
No, I like myself.
No.
and I'm not stopping.
There you go.
You're not going to get rid of me.
No. This is your act, dude.
Yeah. Well, you gotta go now. So.
I know. I'll be back Sunday. I'm here every Sunday.
I think you did fine. You just kept saying like, I'm working on it. No, we all are. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
we're all, doing our shit.
I love
It's a
everyone.
craft.
Everyone's great. I've seen everyone here.
Now, stop
Totally
lying,
funny.
but we're glad that you had a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
One more time for Justin G, everybody. Justin G. All right, I got a softball game, so I got to respond to Andy. Yes.
Because we were talking about COVID, I do want to give a shout out to the Grand because one of the fantastic things we got to do was when you had the patio and you would have comedy shows. It was such a fantastic treat during that time when you could do like hardly anything.
Thank God for that patio. I mentioned it here a couple weeks ago. That's how I have Neil Brennan once a year here. Ian Bagg, that kind of started his shows here. He does here twice a year now. Because of that patio space of 70 seats, Jay Moore, LA was shut down. So the only upside during COVID was that, having that patio and be able to do shows. Taylor Tomlinson out there. The first, it was kind of like we waited a couple months, and then I parked my motorhome because I didn't know. They were shutting down shows at the Comedy Store. They shut down Taylor's show at the Comedy Store in the back alley. And then we were like, are they going to shut us down? Because the one guy that you mentioned earlier was calling on everybody to rat them out because he didn't have a space. He started doing shows on the sidewalk for a while. But, So I parked my motorhome at one point in front of the club on the patio, and I told Taylor, hey, if you want to use it as a green room, I have my RV out front. She goes, you park? I said, plus it kind of blocks the sign because I don't know. I mean, it's legal, but everyone's got masks and 6 feet apart. And we waited a few months. But then she went on stage and immediately went, you guys see that RV? And she had the whole crowd look back. That's Adam's fucking motorhome blocking the sign. I'm like, oh, thanks, fucking Taylor. Tell everybody.
We better tip.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Help this guy.
So anyway, we'll be 2 weeks off the holidays. Next Thursday, following Thursday off, Christmas, New Year's, and then January 8th we'll be back for Halftime Hacks. I appreciate you guys did a great job. Some great inputs.
Thanks for having us.
Funny stuff. And thanks you guys for coming out. Open mic is on Sunday still. Come out. We booked from the open mic. Even if I'm not here, Ramses, Jim, Rafa, my manager, we're always looking out. We booked a lot of spots from the open mic as well, guest spots, paid spots. Some people are paid regulars. What's his name is paid regular now. So anyway, keep it on the open mic, keep working on your shit, and appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you very much. Have a good night.